paper towns where they're like on the map, but they're not actually like real places.
Quentin is the main character, and he is your typical next door neighbor.
He's really hopeful about everything.
And he's kind of nerdy and he just keeps to himself, but he's always liked Margot because she's like the hot next girl neighbor.
Margot, who's very adventurous and mysterious, mostly mysterious because like she's got this whole other life kind of that no one really knows about because she keeps it to herself and closed off, but then she's like really outgoing and courageous and will do whatever she wants.
Margot is the character who the whole book is about, basically.
And basically she's kind of a not nice person. And
She is brown. She has brown hair. She's really flighty and she's all over the place and doesn't like to be tied down to any one thing. She likes to think she's really mysterious and she has a really big record collection.
Ben, he calls people honey bunnies and he's obsessed with prom. Basically, Ben is like the obnoxious, cool band kid that tries to be funny, but people are all just like, just be quiet, dude, you're crazy and obsessed.
Cool. No, he's not cool. Like, he's like the nerdy one, but he's hot at the same time. And
Thinks he's really cool and thinks all the girls love him, and they really don't. I don't know, he's so full of himself. And then there's Radar, he's black. I'm not sure if that's relevant, but kind of, because like his parents collect black Santas. That's funny to me.
Radar is Q's like nerdy best friend, and he always fixes things on like Omni Dictionary and like is really nerdy. He's just a nerdy, stereotypical nerdy best friend.
Ben and Q named Radar from the TV show MASH.
Margot's best friend Lacey.
Lacey's really attractive and
Lacey. She's kind of religious, but like in the popular group, but I don't know why like that matters because like just because you like God or something doesn't mean you're not popular.
And she's kind of the stereotypical blonde cheerleader hot girl that shouldn't date people like Ben, and yet here she is dating Ben.
So, Paper Towns, Margot and Q are 9 years old, and they're really good friends because they're neighbors. And then one day they accidentally stumble on this dead guy in the park. And
Margot is so interested because she loves mysteries, and Q is just kind of like, it's a dead body, and that was weird.
Then they started drifting apart.
And fast forward to high school, he's like really nerdy, and she's like queen bee and popular, so they don't really hang out all that much.
Margot was dating this guy named Jace, total dirtbag, and Margot finds out that Jace is cheating on him. So Margot and Q have not talked for a long time. Like, they really haven't talked all of high school, and it's their senior year. Margot finds out Jace is cheating on him, so she knocks on Q's window in the middle of the night.
Then she's all like, hey, come with me and do these like cool things with me and like just be in my life again. So then she wanted to get revenge on all these people. And then she took Q with her because I feel like he's easily persuaded in just because he's in love with her. And I feel like this is a school night too, which is also really cool. It was a school night, yeah. And then
They go all around Orlando, wronging rights, and then they like break into SeaWorld.
A guy named Daniel Duke died at SeaWorld once. He jumped into a tank with the whale named Telecom. Not important to the book, but I did my research paper on that.
And she gets bit by a snake, and he sucks the venom out, even though it was a gardener snake, so he's just really embarrassed. And then that next morning, she's just completely gone.
And then the next day, Margot's gone.
Sweetie, Margot has disappeared. Her parents say that they've run away. You know how she does this often and she leaves clues and stuff. I don't know where she's at this time, but she doesn't seem like she's coming back. Yeah, we don't want you to be upset, okay? I can't believe Margot just ran away. We had a great night last night, getting back at everyone for not being a good friend and going to SeaWorld. Like, I had a great time. It was the best night of my life. Why did Margot leave?
Quentin's obviously worried about her and notices like a poster in her window or something. So then like him and Ben and Radar go into her room and like find clues because like Margot's parents said that she liked to leave clues to like that lead to nothing really, but like kind of like tell them where she is.
First, he finds a clue inside of his door, and
So they keep finding weird clues that Margot thinks, or that Q thinks Margot has specifically left for him, and they end up in this mini mall. And this mini mall, like, it's run down. There's nothing there, but they find remains that a person was recently there, and they put it together that Margot had been staying there. And there's this huge map that they found like pinpoints of a map in there, and this map is like it's all paper towns.
So the day of graduation, he is looking up things on Omni Dictionary and finds and he figures out that she's in this place and it's so many hours away, and this comment says that it was by her that she's gonna be gone by 1 p.m. the next day.
I have time to kill before graduation, and I guess I'll just look at paper towns. Algo, New York, population 0. But wait, there's a comment. It says population is actually 1 person until 1 p.m. tomorrow.
do you want me to spill the end of the book? Spoiler alert. Basically they find Margot after a long search, and they stop at gas stations and get cheese puffs, I think, right? They just get all these snacks, and who drives? They judge someone about driving all the time. Oh, they find Margot in an abandoned barn, kind of like one of the paper places she was looking after. And she's like, I didn't have this whole quest for you. This is a bunch of baloney crap. You just drove 1,000 miles, and I'm not in love with you. I'm gonna rip out your heart. And
you think there's gonna be this great love story at the very end, and Margot just ends up staying in New York, and they all go back down home and go their separate ways.
This book really makes me mad. I can't. We don't really know what happens to Margot, and I'm really bothered by this. Where does she get the money?